So, what is going on there, Lizards of the Toast fans and subscribers? My goodness, 77 subscribers. Some people would say, hey, that's not that many. Well, to me it is. You guys rock. I love you guys watching my videos, you know? I'm going to keep making these. And what are we doing here? We're going to tell what's going to be going on the next month at Lizards of the Toast. So, what are we going to be doing here? Well, I can tell you, I'm going to be a little busy doing some recording of some music this month. But that doesn't mean that I didn't forget about all my wonderful friends here on the YouTube. What are we going to do? We have found a way with our mono red deck. We have found a way to get the turn 2 kill. I totally believe it. Turn 2 kill with straight damage. Whether it be from instants or whether it be from getting some damage through and pumping up some guys. I have crunched the numbers and I believe my mono red without any type of form of combos can get the 20 damage threshold met at turn 2. So we're going to be working on that to get that up to snuff to do that with this deck. We've got a ton of cards coming in the mail. What else are we doing this month? We're going to be cracking some packs. Now you see those funny videos? I feel terrible. I know you guys have really wanted to see the complete bundles. I'm just thankful enough that I got 2 of them for $43 on Amazon. One was ordered in February and it's been pushed back and pushed back. And rather than be like a baby and get on YouTube, I thought, let's make something funny and hold a fake box, right? Look what I have, Elish Norn, when it's just a Beetle with the hairdos. Anyways, so we had some Beetlejuice, we had some fun. What else are we going to be opening? We got a pre-order gift bundle of The Lord of the Rings. We got one of those. That will be coming end of June. We'll be opening one of those. We have the March of Machines Epilogue set booster box with the Dum Dum 5 cards in a pack. I got us a set booster box of those to open. Again, that's about a month and a half out, I think, is the release on those. I don't know if I'm going to be doing much Shop Goodwill. I'm going to do a little short video after this about some Shop Goodwill advice for people because I almost think like a video in itself series could be done about not to buy from Shop Goodwill or how to. Do not go to Shop Goodwill and type in magic cards because you're going to be in a hellscape of people that have like unlimited credit card debt or something. Like what people pay on there. A few years back, you could get good stuff and like go in there and type Gathering the Wizard cards, fantasy card game, anything but magic cards. And your only chance, the only thing I buy on Goodwill is something that is like the weirdest thing ever. That being said, like you're better off like buying product and like repacks and stuff. Like honestly, like I saw a Goodwill thing where they had a bunch of proxies and the Goodwill employee in the thing said like, some of these are proxies. We have confirmed this and he said, I've done the light test. I've used a loop and he had pictures on Goodwill showing the red right angle of dots, you know, on that. And it's like, man, a Goodwill employee. This is like Wizards of the Coast Goodwill. And I watch things like, there's nothing there. I don't see what people bid on there. So there's no money to be made there, like if you're doing like mainstream, because I'm sorry to say, like Goodwill is exploiting people that are addicted to buying magic collections. Anybody with a brain, like, I'm sorry to say, like, you see what's on there. Like, if you buy that stuff for like $400, I watch people open it and they're like, well, I got like a couple hundred. It's like, man, you spent $800, man, and your couple hundred is like TCG player value. Like, don't do it. It's not worth it because you're not going to find what you think you're going to find in there because Goodwill knows. They know. Go spend some time on there. Like, look how they do their auctions. They're better than auctions I do when I sell bulk. When I say better, they're dishonest because at least when I sell bulk, I tell people, there's some rares, there's some good stuff, maybe this much value. Go ahead and bid. No power nines. I say that right away because I've sold things on eBay where I was like, man, this person paid too much. I did it twice, I think, and a person was like, I said, look, are you good with this? And they were good with it. I got good feedback, but I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable like knowing I just sold like $240 worth of cards for like $500. It's not a good feeling to me. And can I use the money? Sure, but I'm not Goodwill and I don't like taking money from people like knowing, you know, It's just not cool. So I don't like to do business that way. But anyways, back to what we're gonna be doing on the channel, right? We're 5 minutes in. We'll keep this like a 10-minute video. So we have like optimized to the degrees I think we can get Kaalia of the Vast, our Razakhet combo deck. We also, I'd say these two commander decks are like pretty much like where I want them. So what are we gonna be working on? We're gonna step away from commander for a little while because I gotta say, modern as a format is blowing my mind. And we have tweaked and we are tweaking our modern infect deck. And people have seen, I think I have 4 videos of my modern infect deck, which has went from a death touch infect, now like it's totally like morph. But I'm still, and I have bought Rot Priest. I'll just say it, I have 4 full art Rot Priests on the way. Am I adding them? Yes. Am I using Storm? I'm not. I decided against Storm. I decided against Gruul. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised. Very easy turn 2 wins. The Rot Priest helps that. The Rot Priest is not essential to the deck. It's very funny the way I've set it up. I'm not going to tell you the colors that are in it, but I would say like we're about 2 weeks out from videos, but we're going to do gold fishing videos. We're going to show the heck out of this thing because the mono red and my infect deck, they are turn 2 killers, man. And the modern infect, I've been gold fishing it with proxies for the cards that I'm awaiting. And I'm just going to say that it's almost like crazy how many turn 2 and turn 3 wins. And even that being said, it's not typical. I've looked at all the decks running Rot Priest, and I looked at what I liked about them, and I looked at what I didn't like. And I definitely used my own flavor. And I appreciate all comments and stuff. And people will oftentimes like send me things that I make like weird decks and stuff. Well, I don't think they're weird, but I don't like go online and like say, what is the top performing deck? And like take it all, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just a game. Like, I like to win at Magic, you know, it's not like a self-expression, but like, having that being said, like, I know like killing your darlings, like in a commander deck, for instance, especially in CEDH, you gotta, it's like a team, you know what I mean? So similarly, like in the modern, where I liked like certain aspects, like certain cards and stuff, it's like, nope, these gotta go. And basically, my glass cannon plays like CEDH, so I'm kind of building these modern decks from like a different perspective, because I like turn 2 wins and I love using modern to do it. I'm not saying I don't want to win on turn 2. It's how it's done. Like both of my commander decks, right? Like my Kaalia deck, if you can literally like win on turn 2 with Kaalia, but if you don't, it is a deck of like Ad Naz. It is a deck of Necropotence. It is this like very Rakdos type of like all or nothing, which is fun, and I love the deck. Hello. I wouldn't change anything about it. However, in modern, I see like playing against like combo decks, it's just a format. I'm loving modern as a format. And again, like I keep giving shout outs, MTG Deckmasters. It's a great channel. I showed my wife the channel. I said, hey, this Manaless Dredge deck on MTG Deckmasters. It's kind of janky, but it's really cool, you know? I love those decks, very inspiring. And the gold fishing, man. Like, great minds think alike. I love to goldfish, but I think the gentleman from MTG Deckmasters is, I would say, French-Canadian, if I had to take a gander. But, you know, I could be wrong about that. However, definitely someone I'd like to get some games in with. And hopefully to facilitate that, we will be getting like a new computer at some point. But it's very, very like low technology person, and I'm a minimalist too, like in life. So I won't expose my collection, but I will say like I don't have a collection. I have decks, and to further like iterate, this channel is not about like making decks that are within the meta of modern games. And I mean modern by like what is out now, like the standard sets coming out. I don't mean modern as the format. So like I should say like what is coming out in standard sets, we're not going to be dictated and told like how we're going to win and oh well, just like with Rot Priest, I'm like, man, I'm not going to change my deck per se to like accommodate a Rot Priest, but how can I use Rot Priest differently than other people are using it? The Storm thing is cool. In crunching the numbers, just with Storm, turn 2 win is, yeah, I can Storm and do a turn 2 win, but I feel like the build I'm working on, and not to hype it up or anything, but I'm loving this Infect build, and I absolutely am so excited to share it with my wonderful subscribers. And yeah, that's just a preview of what's going to come. So I don't know if this will get 10 views. I don't know if we get 2. I don't care. But anybody wants to leave anything in the comments. I really want to. I appreciate people in my life, even if they're people that are on the computer. Every friend I have, every person I know, I appreciate people. I appreciate people of all different walks and stuff. And sometimes if you listen to anybody, even people that are like really different than you, from different religions, different groups of people, different belief systems, we can find like common ground. Some people you can't. It's true, like there's bad people in the world, but most people are pretty decent, you'll find. And like in these formats, always good, like when people are doing stuff and saying, hey, like I built this deck and it does this thing. Sometimes you'll see in comments like where people do things, or I'll get like things where people are like, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? You should run this. It's like, man, I'm not an idiot because like I play a kid's card game like the way I want to, like, or like with my latest iteration of my Infect deck, like I got a lot of flack, like saying turn 2 my butt, like where's the Rot Priest? So I Goldfish and I was showing, yeah, like turn 2 can happen sometimes, but I didn't give up on it. Same with Kalia. Kalia was a Timmy deck at one point. And I loved the deck, and I got into CEDH, and I was like, man, I'm going to take all my land base right out of Kalia, and I'm going to build something around Marquesa, right? Do this. I'm going to get the most combo-centric things I can get in Mardu, because I wanted those colors. I knew that, but so I killed my darlings. And you know what? I'm like, what's up with this bad dog guy? He seems to say Kalia's competitive when like everybody tells me you need to sell that, get rid of it. Now, it's one of the most feared decks in my playgroups. It is definitely like I never just bring Kalia when I play anywhere. I bring Kalia and I say, hey, this deck is broken. It's goofy. It's not always fun, and sometimes it actually kills me. So I always bring Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, which is like, I would say like CDH light. It's like right there. Like Selvala tiptoes on little elf feet to the edge of it and says, here I am. Like I'm a very powerful commander deck and I have combos up the wazoo and I can kill you just like that. But here I am. I'm right at the back of there because I don't have this card, that card, and another card. And a few more to just make it push it over the edge. And really, Kalia doesn't either. I don't have a Lion's Eye Diamond in there. I don't run any dual lands. I had 2 dual lands in the old Kalia. But to build other things and to buy some product and get what we have here, this little bit we have at our channel that we're so thankful for, these pieces of equipment and stuff, like, I had a lot better equipment at times, but life happens, and our situations change. So unfortunately, a lot of my equipment I sold. So now, like doing things like this, it's funny. Like with like very minimal equipment, it's a lot more difficult. I have so many good ideas of things I'd like to do. So, in my area, anybody wants to do some like comedy. I'm looking into some local theater groups and stuff. Kind of trying to like outreach more of my own community with different things to do. Positive things, you know what I mean? Yeah, I say you do that too. Like, I'm actually gonna try to like reach out and like start like some modern play groups around here because it is not being embraced as it should. Like, it's nice to just play 1v1 Magic again, and it's a wonderful thing. And I know I said I was gonna do 10 minutes, but we'll go 20 because you know what? I like this. I like talking about what we're gonna do on the channel. It's good stuff, right? So, um, I think like magic is what pretty much it's gonna be here. I'm making another channel for klezmer and Irish music because I don't want to like have like a channel of everything here. I think we'll keep this one like magic, deck tech, cracking packs, and magic humor. But for people that are interested, I'm going to be building like a music channel because I'm working on an album. Um, I want to find like a violin player to do some songs with, but I should say like a fiddler, like somebody that, not necessarily like one of those like tip the egg timers. I had some people I knew years ago, but they consequently moved, and yeah, we had a nice Irish pub around here called Fenians in Conklin. They did like a wonderful open mic nights and had jam sessions and stuff. We had Hennessy's downtown Muskegon. But Fenians was just second to none. Probably like the most authentic Irish pub in the United States I've ever seen. But that being said, we're going to get into all sorts of hijinks here. We're going to get some fun things. We're going to be doing some, these decks, we're going to take these modern decks and kind of pit them against each other. Hopefully we're going to do some online play. We're definitely going to get into arena with these decks because I want to prove that they're worth, you know, I want them to play against very optimized decks just to see how they do. And to me, like Magic's like a gentleman's game. It's important to win a certain way. To me, I like to play that way. I don't want to win at all costs. I want to win a certain way. If I can win 80% of the time the way I want to win, and with style points, style. If I can win with style points, that's the way I want to do it, with style. So yeah, I say go ahead and do that. Other than that, that's what we're looking at. So like the next month and a half, we've got product coming in that we were lucky enough to jump on some good pre-orders. In the meantime, we'll just keep getting like janky stuff. We'll stop by the local game stores, Lang's. Maybe we'll get some of their long boxes. Maybe buy a couple more collections. If the old man ever gets on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't like Facebook. It's unclean. A book with a face. I mean, come on. We know how bad they can be. Anybody ever see a little movie called Evil Dead? That's the Facebook that worries me. Did you see what I did there? That doesn't operate the camera. Jeez, man.